You're back watching The Everyday Gator. We hope you enjoyed last week's episode. Thanks so much for all the support. Now we have a ton of great stuff for this week, so let's get started. For the first segment, we went to Turlington and asked students about some new policies UF was implementing. Now keep in mind, none of these policies are real, but the students sure didn't know that. Let's go to this guy right here. Hi! Yes, I'm talking to you. How are you? Good, good. Hey, can I interview you about a series of new policies that UF is trying to implement?
Okay, sure.
Okay, so the first one UF is trying to implement is they want to restrict non-science majors from using the Marston Library. What do you think about that?
Yes, 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 please, for the love of God, do it. Please.
And why are you so excited about that?
Well, I used to study there, then I switched to Library West, and apparently some people don't understand the concept of third floor being quiet and those computers with the desk. People use their laptops instead of the computers that's available there. And I could actually use two screens, but despite the fact, I would rather have our own pre-med science major library where we have all those books available just for science major, like a wide range.
I've never used it, so I don't have much of an opinion.
I didn't know it was a library.
I think that's depriving a lot of students the opportunity to study. So I think that as a cause of that, grades may go down in some classes, and I don't support that at all.
No, I don't agree with that at all. I think everybody should go in there. I mean, I've never been in there personally, but I've heard it's like really good for studying. So yeah, maybe.
Well, what if I were to tell you next week you wouldn't be able to use it?
Really? Is that true?
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool, just because there are so many different majors that have science in it, so.
But what if you were still paying for it out of your tuition?
True. Yeah, no.
UF is wanting to be a Segway campus. Do you guys know what Segways are? Yeah. Okay, all right, so they're going to want to put them, install them like bike racks. And what do you guys think about that? Would you use them?
Do we get to have them?
You can rent them like with your Gator 1.
I would love that.
Where would you go from class to class?
I don't even care. I just want one.
And you guys know about Segways, right?
Yeah.
All right, UF, the one...
Jetpacks, right? That's not right.
Okay, jetpacks would be awesome. No.
Stand on it. Okay.
Uh-huh, do you know what I'm talking about now?
Oh, but of course.
Yeah, okay, great. Yes.
I was getting hit by a couple of those.
Where'd you get it?
Just walking. I don't get hit by a car, bikes, segways, everything. They almost run me over every time. Somebody like him would probably be renting it and running me over.
Oh, no. So you think it could lead to some dangerous accidents on campus?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know those little like vroom vroom things that you can ride on like this? Have you ever seen those before?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, I think I do. I do also believe, however, that there are alternate routes around here, and I think if we managed it correctly, it could be a time-saving way to get between classes.
Do you think that you could like build bridges, maybe build like crosswalks only for Segways?
Well, we do have an architecture school right down there, so I'm sure we could come up with something.
Yeah, even though, I don't know, I enjoy walking to class, like just kind of strolling around, but I would definitely try it because I've always wanted to try that.
I don't agree.
You don't agree?
No,
Why not?
people would get fat.
What would you think about if UF implemented a system where you had to take a breathalyzer test before getting into the games?
It would probably be effective. Seems like a decent idea, yeah.
What do you think about that?
I don't know, actually.
So maybe it's a good idea.
Yes.
I think it depends on like what the parameters are. Like, are they going to use the legal limit, or if you're underage, do you get arrested? Like, I think it has a lot to do with what goes into it.
But I wouldn't. I don't see the big deal in that.
Very cool. All right. So if these were to be implemented next week, you'd be totally okay with all of them?
Most of them, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, what if I were to tell you that all of these are fake and none of them are really going to happen?
I was kind of expecting that.
Oh, darn.
We had a library, guys.
Now, what if I were going to tell you that these are going to be implemented probably in the next 2 weeks or so?
Ooh, science library?
Yeah.
You're not joking?
I am joking. Actually, these are all fake policies and they're not going to happen.
What? This is happening already? Wow, nice job, you have pulling a hoodwinked on us. I'm flabbergasted.
That's a far off a fetch. I don't think that's going to happen.
I kind of like some of those ideas, especially the Segway one. Didn't you, John?
I sure did.
Yeah, I think that would save a lot of time and it'd make things much easier around campus. But anyway, since it's Halloween this week and a lot of you might be on edge, maybe you're a little scared, let's go to a segment about students that went through a terrible ordeal, because I bet a lot of you didn't know that Norman Hall is haunted. In the 1930s, an elevator crash killed 3 young children here in Norman Hall. It is believed that late at night you can still hear their cries and laughter on the 3rd floor.
Hello, my name is John Barton.
Hello, my name is Michelle.
It all started when I was trying to sign up for Calc 1 on ISIS. I found that there were no open seats, no sections I could get into. And then DHNet kicked me off. Finally, 3 hours later, I was able to regain internet access. However, by that point, somehow, there was an open seat in an 8:30 p.m. class. I took it. It was the worst decision of my life.
Oh, I didn't have any problems.
We didn't really notice anything suspicious until one night. Michelle and I, we stayed late to study.
No, we just studied. That was it. So anyway, I was on the elevator to get a drink from the water fountain on the 3rd floor when I heard a child's laughter from the dark classroom. I went towards the room to see what was making the noise. The door slammed shut and the laughter got louder. It freaked me out.
And that's when they called in the experts. That's me. I don't normally go to schools, but I was like, what the heck, business is slow. It's a tough economy for all of us. What are you gonna do? But then, the minute I stepped into Norman, I felt a cold chill down my spine. I knew there were some ghosts that needed to be taken care of.
I really wasn't convinced about the legitimacy of this guy. He wasn't selling it to me.
I wasn't really sure either, but his fee was $1,000, so for that, he must be good.
She paid how much? I'm starting to think Michelle got scammed.
I searched that place high and low. I worked for hours, but I couldn't find any signs of paranormal activity.
Yeah, she definitely got ripped off.
But then, I got into the elevator. Again, that cold chill went down my spine. The elevator slammed shut, and all the numbers lit up. And then the loudspeaker came on, and all I could hear was a child laughing. My Hyper 6 Cosmotemporometer, that's what we ghost hunters use to track ghosts, was redlining, and I knew I was in the right place.
I don't know what happened to that guy. I've never seen someone so scared before.
We haven't heard from him since that night.
As for us, we dropped the class the very next day. Now, I don't know if you believe our story or not, but by chance occasion, when I walk by Norman Hall, I can still hear the shrieks and the laughter of those children coming from the 3rd floor of Norman Hall.
Now, we can't verify if that story actually happened, but if you do go online, you'll find out that Norman Hall is haunted. That's a little spooky. I sure want to go there on the 3rd floor anytime past, let's say 7 p.m. But let's go to a segment, get away from all the scary. Let's switch to a segment that might be a little bit more comforting. This past weekend was Family Weekend here at UF. Let's talk to some families to see how life is different at home without their son or daughter. Okay, guys, all right, so what's the first thing that Brianna asks when she gets home from college?
Can we go shopping?
And I agree. And the women thing, yes.
Probably for money.
I don't know.
Where the dogs or cats are.
I miss the pets.
Where are the hot Cheetos?
Other than what's in the fridge, probably what time are we going to go out and get something to eat? How's my cat?
Do you have mac and cheese?
Now, how is home like without Avery?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a little quieter without Avery around the house, but we're so happy that he's down here at UF because he's having such a great time.
I miss her.
Peace and quiet.
More food.
It's only two kids to blame things on.
Okay, good question.
It's kind of lonely without her because she's one of my best friends, so I miss her. Yeah.
Yeah, it's lonely.
It's
great.
It's great?
It's great.
It's great?
I miss her, I do, yeah, but I FaceTime her and drive her nuts, so that's okay.
That's so sweet. What about you?
Me too, miss her a lot.
Yes,
But I have another one, a smaller one. That
good.
kind of fill out the voyage space.
Fill up the space, the missing space, right?
Quieter.
Quieter? Yeah, quieter.
No, it's just different.
Just different?
Yeah.
Lonely.
No, lonely.
Weird.
Weird? Yeah, weird.
It's very sad. It's very sad.
I cry daily.
Lexi, you need to go back home. Just drop out of college, right? Yeah, that's good. That's what you gotta do. So what's one piece of advice you'd give for her while she's here?
Learn how to cook.
Learn to do the wobble.
I say have fun.
Get friends? I don't know.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Be safe. But enjoy your time.
Study before meeting the guys.
Don't drink and drive.
That's a great piece of advice.
Get involved with as much stuff as she can and don't put all her eggs in one basket.
Don't get into trouble.
Have fun.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy the experience.
Meet new people.
Meet as many people as you can, explore.
Study. Definitely study.
Don't take it so serious. Relax.
Relax. Have a good time.
Take your time.
Baby steps.
All right, Lexi, what do you miss most about home?
Cooking. I don't have to cook.
She's about to cry.
What would you like to tell your parents, if they could know something while you're here?
Oh, I don't know. Then I miss them, obviously. I don't think they think I miss them.
No, don't cry.
There's no crying.
Wait, don't cry, guys.
Okay, everybody's crying.
I bet a lot of families can relate to what those parents said because the shopping one, my parents definitely know. That's the first question I ask when I get home. And maybe also, where's all the junk food? Because there's nothing better than being home with a full pantry of snacks. It is great. For next week's episode, we ask that you tweet us a funny video or picture of someone sleeping in the randomest place. Before we let you go, we have to let you know that because the Everyday Gator wants to give you the highest quality of videos and the best, most creative segments, we will be switching from being released every Sunday to now every other Sunday. So make sure to tune in to November 10th for the next episode of the Everyday Gator. Now, I know a ton of you are upset right now, but don't panic, because if you follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube, we will release sneak peeks of the things to expect on November 10th. That's all for today. Have a great week, Gators.
I'm Nick.
Frank.
Denise. Elena.
Izzy.
I'm Brianna. Yoli.
Philip. I'm Noah.
Alexa.
Judy.
Gunnar.
Melanie.
My name's Nick.
Lee.
Rick.
Andrew.
Dennis Smith.
And Avery Smith.
Wayne.
Heather.
And Will. That's my dog, Harvey.
Oh, beautiful dog.
Syed.
I'm Emily.
Kelsey.
Carly. Caitlin.
I'm Catherine.
Jamaica. Gretel.